addicted to creating content, and I can't stop not turning off my brain to create content.
Holy
Did my
fuck.
stream stop? Okay, no, it didn't. Okay, I gotta stop using Restream. This keeps like, I see streaming and it says offline and it says streaming again. I'm like, please, I just want to make sure my streams get archived by thing. Anyways, welcome everybody to the live stream and the recording of number 1 day 1 raid in Destiny, the most important day of a DLC, besides DLC drop day 1, and number 2, I guess the thoughts and opinions of the raid. Sorry if you guys, do you want me to mute for this, or do you guys want to hear my genuine like?
I'm 100% okay with it. It gives my viewers something to listen to.
I
I'm
appreciate
currently
it.
zoned out.
Fair enough. So yes, I guess in this panel raid team, fire team chat, we are joined by Radio Raccoon, Lafa, and Chuiru. They are currently also playing on their own separate adventures as we speak in Destiny 2. I am here to provide some feedback and thoughts of the DLC as a whole. So, I should have written down some notes, but you know what? We're gonna wing it because that's what we do. And that's what heroes do. And that's what I do as a guardian. So, Edge of Fate. This is the beginning of a new saga in Destiny. We're done with Light and Dark. We have defeated the big bad. We have defeated the darkness. And now there is new adventure that looms over the horizon, in which we are leaving our home system of the Sol system, and we are now at the edge. You are the darkness. Thank you, Lafa. I appreciate that. And we are now at the edge of our solar system, and now we're dealing with forces and powers more paracausal, more space magic-y than what we normally have of dealing with flaming handguns and electric Sith fingers and Titan and Thunderdome bubbles. So, with the Light and Dark saga done, we now have all our core abilities between Stasis, Strand, Solar, Arc, and Void. Now that we're done with those powers and like the big beings of the Traveler and the Witness, we are now dealing with an intra-dimensional paracausal power. Paracausal just means space magic in Destiny terms. In that, we are dealing with a mystery the same way that Earth has only explored 30% of its oceans. We are in the same vein of space has only explored 10% of what we know in the realm of interdimensional beings, right? So the Nine have been a prevalent force in the realm of Destiny, as we've had Rite of the Nine, Trials of the Nine, Zur, and the Emissary of the Nine. Who are the Nine? It is a reference to the 9 celestial bodies of the solar system. So that means the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus. Hold on, what was the other one? Pluto? I think Pluto counts. Pluto isn't real. You knew I was gonna say Pluto, didn't you?
Yep.
Pluto's a planet. We're not gonna discuss this any further. Anyways, so yes, the major celestial bodies of our solar system, the Sol system that we have here, right? So that's been a mystery that has been going on. It was one of the many threads that has been started, and alongside that, it picks up more so on some of the threads that we left in the previous DLC, at the end of the previous DLC during the episodes. That's kind of small spoiler territory, but also kind of expected, as we saw a little bit of it in the trailers. So, let me talk about the location that we're going to, or that we go to in this one, which is Kepler. I've been begging Bungie to go back to Venus. That was my favorite place to go to back in Destiny 1. Like, I loved it the way it looked aesthetically, the skybox, the environment. It was just, mwah. That was like the grand, like, jungle adventure that I would have. As if Destiny is a space western, that is like the space jungle of what I'd want to explore. Whereas Mars is like the red desert planet. This like that's, they're bringing a lot of this back. I miss the ocean of Fart on Titan. That's true, yes. Like, we had a lot of everything. We had a water planet, we had a sulfur planet. Yeah, no, absolutely. I miss Titan too. Like, this brought back a lot of those elements. I missed the Tangled Shore even. For those of you that don't know, the Tangled Shore was part of Forsaken. That was the true space western experience where we were out on the asteroid belt, dealing with the Barons, and we had a whole Magnificent Seven, Hateful Eight styled adventure there, where we would be bounty hunters to avenge our friend, to avenge the cowboy who really was like the dearest part of our hearts. This is very loud. I need to lower the music. And so Kepler satisfies a lot of the environmental design planetary itches that I've been wanting to explore and walk around in. We have great, crazy architecture of another human race that existed that we didn't know was out there. It's awesome. We have our classic favorite enemies, you know. We have the Fallen and the Vex again, but this time with a twist and a lot of new enemy archetypes. So yes, we may be dealing with some old enemies, but they are updated to a modern setting, which is really good. The Corsairs, they provide a new vertical enemy type, as they are the flying enemies of the Fallen, and we have imps for the Vex, which is explosive swarms. They are the bees, not the bees. Oh yes, and then we have Matter Spark. That's something I'm gonna get to in a little bit. But yes, so of the DLCs, this is one of the traversal DLCs. I like to identify Destiny DLCs as 3 different types, between traversal DLCs, power DLCs, and story DLCs, right? So story DLCs includes Shadowkeep, Forsaken, and they provide huge major gameplay changes. So this is definitely one of those where it kind of takes on all of that, in that we are now exploring a new location, and that we need a new way to get around. So with this one, we introduce a new element, which is dark matter as a whole. Dark matter is a concept in science fiction of, yes, this is a very heavy thing, and that it will change the nature of an object, right? So that's the long and the short of what we have here with Matter Spark going on, is that we are now able to harness arc energy and play Metroid, or Sonic, or Super Monkey Ball, what have you. And now we can explore ventilation shafts. This is both the Metal Gear update, the Metroid update, and the Sonic update at the same time, somehow. Oh! Don't worry about it. So yes. So that's Matter Spark. The other one, we get teleportation in the form of a rocket launcher, and a funny way of playing Legos with an egg. What do I mean by this? I keep forgetting the name of the third one. What's the one where it's like you get to throw the rock and you create the thing? You create the platforms with it? I always forget the one.
Oh.
That's
I don't.
Yeah.
The Mattermorph.
Mattermorph, thank you. Yes. So Mattermorph, you basically get to play with Legos, and you get to do like an assembly type thing. It's gonna be these little green spots that you see out here. That one is honestly introduced really late into the campaign. Like, that baffles me how late in the campaign we get that. But yeah, so we get 3 new ways of exploring the world. The Witch Queen, I'd say, is another one of those traversal story DLCs where they introduce, oh god, Deep Sight. I like the way they implement all the dark matter stuff versus Deep Sight, in that it's a lot more interactive and tactile within the world of Destiny. that is one of the biggest advantages this DLC has that helps carry it with the new mechanics. As well as the quality of life changes going from the large-scale numbers, the power creep issues that we've been complaining about for the past year or so now, in that armor actually matters. So to go into the UI and the mechanical aspect of the game, they've changed up everything here in all of our stats and numbers. I've always been talking about stats in Destiny, but now it's a clear-cut way of knowing what do you want to spec into. Do you want to be more of like a tank and be able to survive on the battlefield longer? Do you want to be able to throw more grenades like Shaxx tells you to? Do you want to be able to pop your super or even roll on the ground like the hunter you are? Or just drop shield after shield after shield. You have that ability now. You can triple stack 100 stats intrinsically. I got a good roll here. 1-2 punch Vorpal. This is actually a good roll on a shotgun. I might keep that, actually. Anyways, yeah, so new weapons, new armor, new stats. They've introduced tiered weapons and armor now. I'm looking at this gun that I just got. It's a 2-star or tier 2 weapon where it's already has enhanced perks. If it's tier 3, then I get even more perks that come with it. Things like that. So now the gear grind is fresh. My vault is not obsolete, but there is more stuff to chase after. My old artifice armor is not useless, but it's not fully necessary anymore because of the new stats and the different ways you can spec into getting new gear. What is down here? Is this death? It's probably death. It's death. So yes. So the new armor changes. A lot of people, it's still going to take a lot to get used to, but it is nice to not have to worry about large numbers. Everybody is reset back down to level 10. So all of your gear you had that you worried about leveling up does not matter anymore. You are on the same level as everyone else, and if you play the game on Legendary, you will be able to level up and rank up fast with your gear. And you can just start jumping into the current content without worry. As well as, speaking of current content, this is a story DLC nonetheless. Every DLC, there's going to be a new story arc. There's new branches. There's new characters. There's a plot, of course, because that is what an expansion is. And so with this one, us going out here into the Kepler system, we have a mystery to solve. That is why we are out here. And so let me teleport to the main entryway, the outer steps. And again, why I like this location a lot. We meet new characters, and we're joined with... Ikora Raid joins us this time. Her being the warlock, she is the book nerd, but understands all the paracausal properties of what we are dealing with. And Drifter plays a role in this one, in that he's been dealing with the Nine's hall. The hall. That's what it's called, I believe, yeah. He's been helping us dealing with the Nine, with the Prophecy Dungeon, through Gambit, and all of that. Especially Gambit Prime. Bungie, please bring back Gambit Prime. Please! Please, yeah. Gambit Prime. Listen, I was an invader and a sentinel. Alright, if you came over my side, I am whooping your ass.
I did everything, but it was just more sweatier than what it is now.
That's why I liked it, because it was properly competitive. Like, it made your role actually matter. Because, like, if you were a collector, you could dunk 20 and really fuck up the other team with it. If you had full invader gear, you could steal the other team's moats. Like, that was fun. I had a lot of fun with that. And this. Yeah, this is the entry area to Kepler. Running back to the old planetary materials I was talking about, yes, they brought back relic iron. They brought back spirit blooms. They brought back alkane dust. All elements from the other planets that we had lost over the years. Like, we were wondering where they went. It's been refurbished and repurposed. That it's now intrinsically part of the planetary system, and that it changes the game's economy by a lot. So that way we don't have to worry about filling up our vaults and our backpacks full of random crap anymore just to get Glimmer. speaking of glimmer and random crap in our backpacks, you only really need enhancement cores now. So everything you've had in the past kind of doesn't matter anymore. I keep them for nostalgia purposes, but that's just me. So gone are the days where you need to buy upgrade modules, and now you can just use enhancement cores to level up, and you do get a solid chunk as you progress throughout the game. So if you're worried about progression and leveling up your gear, you don't have to worry about that as much. It's just going to happen over time. You're going to get all the stuff that you need. Yes, I can talk like a run-on sentence for non-stop. I've been talking for 15 minutes almost non-stop. That's just how I do things, because everything's just one chain train of thought, and if I stop, I'm gonna lose everything.
Like,
So,
leave off at?
right? So in this case here, we are called upon to explore Kepler and help out a new character by the name of Lodi. He is, like Bungie said, he is a fish out of water, but he is an honest heart, and I really appreciate him as a character. Other people would like to argue about like whether or not Lodi is a good character, but I'd say he is well written to the point where his role and place is necessary in the story. I will give them that. And it does help add more to the mysteries of the universe as a whole. Hold on, let me get rid of this thing. That's as good as mine. I'll take that, thank you. Oh yes. Beautiful. Like I was saying, all my old crap, it still works just fine. In terms of the enemies, we are dealing with the House of Exile. For Destiny 1 veterans, these were the Fallen that were on the moon. That's who these guys are. Let's see. What else do I got? With the Vex, if you played episode 1 from last DLC, there you go. That's gonna be your long and short answer of it. I'm not gonna say much more as to not spoil anything regarding the story and upcoming characters, but that's all you really need to know as to what is at play here and what is at stake. Whew! That's a lot to talk about, isn't it? But yeah. If you're new to Destiny, currently all DLC is free up until the 17th, if I remember correctly. Is that the 17th or the 27th? You have enough time to check out the game, play through all the old DLCs, if you want to explore and see if the game is for you. With the new update to the armor system, it is a refresher in that you're able to... Oh, shit. That you don't have to worry about any of the stuff that we would normally worry about as endgamers, whether it's stats, min-maxing, or anything like that. If you are that kind of player, well, it is an absolute treat to explore the new system and finding what does work for you. Otherwise, there's a lot of different ways to play that is available to all players, and how you can just explore where you are in this world. I am not gonna die here. There we go. But yeah, I'd say that's a good long and short of it of what is happening in Destiny. In that there is a mystery. It's a fun adventure. You get to run around in space. You get to fight bad guys. You get to fight old enemies. You get to fight new enemies. You get fun, cool new powers to explore and roam around the world with. That's all I could say about it, really. It's a lot of fun, and especially when you're out there playing with friends, experiencing the story for the first time, going in with fresh eyes, it's an adventure well worth taking. Whether you want to jump in and buy the Deluxe Edition DLC and get Renegades as well, that's up to you if you want to be fully invested in it. The Season Pass, it's not a must-buy, but it is a nice-to-have. In that... Oh, that's a boss. Can I do this in just Metroid form? I probably can. I can't! And you still have your old powers that you get from the previous DLC too. It still plays a role. You're not losing anything by jumping into this, but you are gaining a lot of new tricks to jump in with. So yeah, if you do want to check it out, like I said, all the DLCs are currently free to play, and yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. I enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see what's to come, because a lot of this is still a setup for what's gonna come in the next 10 years of Destiny. Like, this is like the beginning of the next saga. So, whether you're an old fan or a new player looking to get into Destiny, now is one of the best times to get into it. So yeah. But with that, I'm going to slowly wrap up this recording. As per always, you know where to find us, how to find us, when to find us. Join us on the Tuesday Takeover. Join us and all our friends. Join the Discord. And, as I am now Clan Lead, I welcome you as well. I'm gonna be we're gonna start forming stuff, and, if you ever need a team to run with, there's always room in our fire team. But until then, I will catch you all in the next recording, and I will keep the stream going. Yeah.